First, we're starting off with tonight's main point. The home insurance crisis is growing. ABC 10 has learned another insurance company is changing how it does business in California, citing catastrophic storms, wildfires, and the rising cost of repairs. As we reported, both State Farm and Allstate made the decision in recent months to press pause on new homeowners insurance policies, and AIG stopped offering home insurance last year as well. Becca Habegger has more on the latest company to make changes and why residents are now choosing to leave the state.
Yeah, Alex, in an internal memo obtained by ABC 10, Foremost, a company owned by Farmers Insurance, says effective August 1st, Foremost will no longer accept new business for certain specialty properties, including landlord mobile home, landlord condo, vacant properties, and renters. Why? Well, the memo cites the increasing cost of doing business in California, and insurance companies aren't the only ones feeling and acting on those increased expenses.
We keep our property pretty well clear.
Back in 2019, I spoke with Laura and Charlie Callahan, who'd owned their home in El Dorado County for more than 25 years.
We had our homeowners insurance for over 20 years, and we got the letter, as people refer to it, and we were canceled. I'm now paying 4 times what I was paying before. It's gone from less than $1,000 a year to almost $4,000 a year.
So they did something about it.
Obviously, a lot has changed.
I spoke with them from their new home in Tennessee.
There are a lot of reasons a lot of people leave California. Where does home insurance and the price of home insurance fall on your list?
It really came to homeowners insurance was the big one because it was an unknown. We didn't know what the future held for that. If we even were able to keep getting insurance, much less how much we were going to have to pay for it.
Back in 2019, one of their frustrations was no matter how much defensible space they cleared around their house, it didn't seem to matter to insurance companies.
I always kept working on my property, taking down brush and things like that all the time, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't make it 100%. No matter what you do, it's never 100%.
Yeah.
Since then, California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara, seen here in 2019 at a series of town halls he held on this very topic, has attempted to address that. A California Department of Insurance spokesperson tells ABC 10 Commissioner Lara has mandated insurance companies to recognize and reward wildfire safety and mitigation efforts made by homeowners and businesses. His new regulation requires insurance companies to submit new rates that recognize the benefit of safety measures such as upgraded roofs and windows, defensible space, and memberships in community-wide programs such as Firewise USA, among other consumer protections. I asked the Callahans if that would have made a difference to them. Laura says she thinks it will make insurance companies leave the state.
Try to force a business to do business, they're going to leave. I just don't see how it's feasible.
Now, Alex, this is a big story that's going to affect more than just the many people already living in fire-prone areas. For example, Farmers Insurance confirmed to me today that effective this week, it is limiting its new homeowners policies, citing record-breaking inflation, severe weather events, and reconstruction costs continuing to climb. Now, specifically, my sources tell me Farmers is now limited to 7,000 new homeowners insurance policies per month in all of California. Why? Well, since Allstate, State Farm, and AIG are no longer writing new home insurance policies, people looking for insurance have fewer options and are flocking to Farmers. And so Farmers is trying to limit its risk exposure with this monthly cap on new policies.
And let's be clear, if you have a mortgage, you are required to have homeowners insurance.
Yeah, bingo. So unless you own your home outright, insurance really isn't optional. And the more companies that leave or limit new policies, the more that squeezes the entire market. And that is part of a bigger story I'm working on.
Yeah, and this is a story that we will continue to follow. So if you have something to add, help us tell this story. You can text the team at 916-321-3310. You can also scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the To The Point text group.